7 days a week, 365 days a year, just giving out free picks. It's kind of what we do. And, of course, I'm joined by Brian Bittler, Rod Zwacky, and Chris Ruffalo as they give out their free picks as well. Of course, sportschatplace.com. Free picks every game, every single day. Site having a little bit of problems this morning, staying up, but we'll get to the bottom of it. And then, of course, Pick Dogs as well. And, of course, hopefully you've checked out our YouTube channels. Anyways, let me bring the guys in, see what's happening. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
So what do you have going on, Brian? Your idea of putting your prop bet in the premium area, which was resoundingly booed by me.
Well, I think I learned a lesson in general.
You also got a little chalky there, right? You got like kind of a little chalky.
No, I just go by my first gut. That just happened to be Henry. I had Derrick Henry. It didn't happen, but he did score 2 touchdowns in the game. Not that it doesn't matter, but to me, Henry was the best bet to score first. It didn't happen. But the Titans were an easy winner. I couldn't figure out why people were liking the Bills yesterday, but moving forward, I'm ready for college football today. Kind of zeroed in just on that.
How about you, Chris? What do you think of Brian's prop bet? Since I'm the one that's always mean to Brian. I'm telling you, we talked about this the other day. It's like when you get hot, sometimes you tend to get a little conservative. I think that's exactly what happened there. I mean, normally it's like been picking these kind of oddball picks, you know, and he goes with Derrick Henry, which is kind of, you know, touchdown 101, right? It's like remedial call of, you know, who's going to score the first touchdown.
Yeah, but you know what? I think it was a logical pick. I mean, he's been their workhorse, and it's probably why the line on that one was juiced to the max. But you know, it's a new day. We don't look back, only look forward. I'm excited for today's card as well, and you know, it's a small card, but you know, just makes us appreciate the weekend that much more.
What do you got going on today?
Today in Premier, I got my whale bet Wednesday, so 3 of my biggest plays in the week. Over at the website, you know, I got 2 plays in the MLB tonight, and my top play for the college football matchup as well over at the website. Loving those games today.
Yeah, I forgot my commercial.
I was waiting.
I think Mitch is. I'm having such a bad, crappy day today. I think I'm on punishment mode. My dryer took a shit because the guy that's staying with me put all wet wash, soaking wet in it. Now I gotta lug that up. It's just a bad day today. I'm ready to tear off people's heads.
That might be a new one for the Rolodex. My dryer took a shit.
I live on the side of a mountain, so I gotta drag this fucker up like the side of a mountain to get a new one in. Such a pain in the ass. Anyway. Today I got my college football play. One play, it's my Violator. So 20-10 on the year, 67% number 1 in college football. Ready to take down the book tonight. One play, one winner.
If anyone knows about getting violated, I think.
I got violated this morning. I got violated.
Set me up, you know. Just set me up. Bitch, you're always picking on Brian. Stop picking on him. It's like you got 100 mommies out there on YouTube protecting you from me. I'm telling you, the difference is the why people think I talk over and all that other stuff is because my mic is louder. That's really that. I went back and I watched like 10 shows. The difference is my mic, you see it right in my face like this, and you don't see anyone else's mics. So that's exactly why it appears like that. I could turn my volume down, I guess, but the whole idea is to have clean, clear sound. You're always picking on them. Rod, what do you got?
For me, I got it's Triple Play Wednesday. I've got 3 MLB plays that I love. Been smashing these playoffs. Let's keep rolling with the MLB playoffs.
You think I pick on Brian too much?
No,
Exactly.
not even close.
Brian, your feelings hurt that I pick on you sometimes? A little bit. Skosh.
It's just a little bit of good old friendly ribbon.
That's what I always thought it was. But
Yeah.
everybody else is taking it personally. I don't know, man. I think what they don't understand is that this is my show. I mean, whether you want somebody else to do the host or you think I talk too much or whatever, this is my show. I used to do it by myself, and it was fine. You know, we had just as many people watching. So,
Yeah, I used to watch it every day over lunch. I used to just grab my sandwich, turn on YouTube, and see what's up.
Yep. I used to do it myself. Then these guys came on because I didn't know hockey. And then we kind of expanded. Then we've had, other people come on. We've done other things. And these guys were on a couple days a week. They're on during the week, not on the weekends. And, we've had a few iterations of the show. Now Ruffalo.
Coming up almost a year.
Yeah.
It's like, holy man.
It's crazy, man. Crazy.
Where did the year go? It doesn't seem like it's been.
Well, it's because we lost half of it.
This year can't go fast enough. I can't wait to get out of 2020.
I just can't wait to get back to a regular sports flow. Like, we would be screwed now anyway, but college basketball would have been starting at the end of the month and NBA too, But now it's
and hockey be rolling.
Yeah,
we'd have.
Yep. And it's like, I don't know.
That could be worse. College football could have been canceled altogether.
That's what everyone said. I talked to Sean Higgs a lot during the off season, during the COVID break, and he was crying a river that college football is going to be canceled, and I just wouldn't hear it. I told him, based on what? This was the same thing. We heard a lot of people say it.
I think Joe D told me that too.
Yeah, a lot of people said it. It's like, do you not understand that that half the universities in the United States will have to shut down? They'll have to board their doors if they don't have college football. Do people not understand that? Do they think like that the colleges make money other ways? Who makes more money? Okay, here's some questions for you. Who makes more money, Nick Saban or the entire staff of professors at the University of Alabama?
Nick Saban.
The professor.
Nick Saban makes like twice as much as them all combined.
Yeah.
Same thing with Dabo Swinney at Clemson. Same thing.
Well, there's some professors that make like $300,000 a year.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't even compare to the
doesn't compare.
He makes.
Doesn't compare. There's like few and far between that make that kind of money. Few and far between that make $300,000. Maybe like so I went to Boston University and we had like a lot of these expert, professors, like these, they were big on the celebrity, they were big on spending up on professors. So my professor won, get this, right? This is how crazy this gets, right? My professor won, while he was my professor, the Nobel Peace Prize. It's like, yeah, let's spend up. And that's exactly what they did. They believed in spending up on this stuff because they thought it was really good for the school and publicity and all that stuff. And it is. When Mikhail Gorbachev came to visit the United States, they offered to remove the red spot from his forehead. It was in the paper. It was big news. It was like Mikhail Gorbachev was in Boston, and they offered to remove the red spot from his forehead.
We'll get rid of that birthmark off your forehead for you.
Yeah, pretty much. And so it's what a lot of people don't understand is that John Calipari makes more than the entire staff of the University of Kentucky, And, most college football coaches make more than the entire staff. And college football makes more money than all the other athletic programs combined. Maybe at some schools basketball, but outside of football and basketball, all the other programs are money losers. So there was about zero chance of college football being canceled. They tried to make it like a spring thing. You know, everyone's like, yeah, okay. You know. Anyways, we got college football tonight. Speaking of heavy hitters, Coastal Carolina and ULL. Well, this game reminds me a lot of the App State ULL game last year. A lot of it. Brian, I know you got to play on this one. I see like all kinds of line movements, so it's pretty easy to figure out what side you're on here. So
I think, as far as the total goes, I think you've seen the total move about 6 points, 5 or 6. Lots of people on the over, but I think the public's right on this one as far as the total goes. I mean, both teams come in undefeated. They can move the ball pretty easily, so I don't see any reason why this total score can't get around in the 70s. So give me the over here.
So Chris, last year ULL had like their game of the century at home. It was exactly a very, very similar scenario. Weekday game, so it was the big stage and all that stuff. And they got smacked. I mean, just absolutely slaughtered. I mean, any chance that a different ULL team shows up tonight, I mean, they got slaughtered. It was like they couldn't have been any more up, you know, for a game. There couldn't have been any more line movement and all that other bullshit, right? There couldn't have been any more. And it was an epic. I mean, the public was squarely on the other side in that game. And it was the beatdown. Like, by the end of the first quarter, they wanted to invoke the mercy rule. Now, I'm not saying that Coastal is App State from last year. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying 7.5 looks a little aggressive for a team that wins by an average of 2 to 3 points.
Yeah. I mean, you hit that one dead on. But I mean, for me, for the total, I think I'm going to lean towards the under here. We were doing our videos yesterday. I tell you, Coastal Carolina has a solid front seven, and Louisiana, for whatever reason, as much talent as they have, they just keep playing low-scoring games. They only put up 20 against Georgia State. They needed overtime to beat Georgia State, and they barely got by Georgia Southern. I think this is a ground and pound Sunbelt game, so I'll take the under 58.
You think being off the aqua turf, what color is that turf at Coastal? Is it aqua? Is it teal? It's not great.
Like teal.
It's like a teal, right? It's like not being on the teal turf. We'll find this out. We got time. It's one of those shows, right? We're on filibusters. Rod, what do you think of this one? I'll be researching what color is the field at Coastal.
I look at this one and two plays that look too easy. It looks too easy to take Coastal at the plus 7.5, and it looks too easy to take this over. It looks like they're dangling the fruit there for you. So I'm going to go the other way. Give me the Cajuns minus the 7.5, and I'm the under 59.5. 35-20 final score. Cajuns win.
Yeah, so it's teal. It's officially it is listed as teal, with bronze end zones at Coastal. Those are keeping score at home.
There's not much more you can say about that. Classic combination of teal and bronze.
I don't know. It looks like such a square play, like you guys are saying, but at the same time, I mean, ULL has been a dog once and won outright. They've been a favorite twice and haven't covered. Not even close. They've been a double-digit favorite twice and didn't cover. I mean,
it looks too easy. It just looks way too easy to me. I take the Cajuns.
But Coastal's also Coastal's also a team that not a lot of people have heard of, and it's also it's kind of like a game where a lot of people that would normally be playing the Coastal ULL. Like if this game was on a Saturday, I would still be playing this game.
Well, I think the people look at Coastal Carolina, they go, "Ooh, 4-0. They're undefeated. Oh, I'm getting 7.5 points." Ooh.
I think it's the opposite. I think it's the opposite. I think it's like, who are these guys? Isn't that like a Division III team? I think that's what most people look at them as. And that's why they were dogs in those other games. See, the thing is that Coastal has been dogs in every game, except for the Campbell game. They were dogs to Kansas. They were 3.5-point dogs to Arkansas State when they beat them by 50 last game. I mean, this is just a team that's not going to get a lot of respect. When you look back at their last 10 games, they've only been favored 3 times. Once against Campbell, once against Georgia State, and once against Texas State. So they've only been favored, 3 times in their last 10 games, and this is a bowl team. So I think it's the opposite. I think this is a team that just doesn't get any respect whatsoever. And because they don't even realize that they're a Division I team. Because they're new to the division. So it'd be interesting. I think we should do a poll. Maybe we'll do a poll in the Facebook group. But I don't know. I think you could look at it all different ways. But
I think this is one of the better opportunities for me. I mean, people might not want to watch this game, but I'll be into it. For sure.
Yeah, I've been watching these teams all year. I've won a lot of money on Coastal this year already.
Yeah, I like I like these kind of college football games. It keeps me interested.
And we all loved, Georgia Southern was getting 11.5 against ULL. This is a team that can't throw the football at all, right? Can't throw it worth a lick. And then Georgia State was getting 17 points, and that game went to overtime against ULL. That was on the road. The other one, though, the Georgia Southern game was home. They were laying 11.5. They won by a deuce, and it was a last second of seconds field goal. And I think that's what this game looks like to me. I mean, these two teams look pretty even. It's like a last second type game. I don't know.
We will see how it goes and talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, we will see how it goes. We will talk about it tomorrow. Because we got nothing else to talk about. We don't have NFL.
The Thursday game tomorrow, for me, it's hard so far to get a feeling on it. Arkansas State and somebody. I forget who the hell they're playing.
Georgia State.
Georgia State.
That one looks pretty easy. Arkansas State's receivers this year, don't they have like these giant wide receivers, man? They're pretty good. Oh, man. Leads us to baseball. The Dodgers woke up last night, decided that, man, maybe we should start playing. Went to town on the Braves bullpen, but no cigar in that one. I was one of the only cappers on the site that actually put the pick in after the pitching change, so I didn't get the plus 160 like everybody else on my record, but I did get the win at the right odds. And that, I guess, there's nothing we could have done to adjust it. I guess I could have gone in and adjusted the odds on everybody else's, but I didn't.
Well, it works both ways. There's times where you take a minus.
Nah.
So, it does work both. Sometimes you take a minus 150 thinking Kershaw's starting for the guys who took the Dodgers or whatever the line was, and then he doesn't start. You can't go back in and change their odds to minus 110 because you're taking the action at the time.
I don't bet those games.
I mean, I don't either. I'm just saying it probably goes on both sides.
Oh, you do, Brian. Admit it. Those are your games.
I like the Braves yesterday. I had the Braves yesterday.
Anyways. Got the Braves today. Big doggy against Urias. Dodgers were swinging, man. They all of a sudden it was like, wow, man, where did that come from? Anyone out there afraid that was anyone out there with the Braves kind of thinking, oh man, I had this one circled. I think at halftime I was talking. I was woofing crap about it on the halftime show. I was pretty much woofing crap. Man, those halftime shows I think are getting better and better. I think it's much tougher, and I said this on the halftime show last night, much tougher to bet the half times when the team that you know is going to win the game is winning at halftime. It's a much, much harder bet, especially when they have like an 11-point lead like they had last night. Makes it a lot more difficult. Like the Saints and the Seahawks, those were easy money, you know. And I even said gift, right? In Seattle, the first word out of my mouth was, "We have a gift tonight," right? It was like Seattle's going to win this game. You know, it's just a matter if they cover the original spread or not. But it's like they're definitely going to win the game, and we're only laying 7 points. You know, it's gift, right? And I felt that New Orleans was going to win that game too against the Chargers. So it was like, both those were situations where the team that was going to win the game was losing. And then last night, the Titans were already running roughshod over the Bills, and it was just a matter of how bad was it going to get. And you could see the Bills had kind of checked out of that game early. They were just never in it, right? They never really had it going on in that one. Anyways, we cashed big in halftime, so sure catch our halftime
games that I love easy ones.
Well, it's easy. It's easy when you have the winner, with the spread. We were good on that. I had the Titans also. I mean, we were good. It was easy. But I didn't understand why the Bills were favored in that game, to be honest with you. But it was it
made no sense to me.
But at halftime, it's hard. When a team is up by 11 and it's like, you have that stuff going on. It's hard. It's a tougher bet. For sure, because you're thinking, oh man, maybe they'll come back, maybe they'll kind of lay off, and they did kind of go into a prevent there. And thankfully they put in Matt Barkley. The thing that got us though, we pushed on the total, I believe, and that was because they threw it in for the touchdown. I mean, they could have easily got stuffed there, kicked the field goal, would have had that one as well. Instead, it was a push. But there's a lot of people that brags but won't brag about how much money in their bank account. I don't understand that question. I don't understand the comment. You guys understand this one? Anyone? There's a lot of people that brags about but won't brag about money in their bank account. I find that one vexing.
Who the hell wants to hear somebody bragging about how much money?
I think they were talking about someone in the Facebook group that photoshopped a winning ticket and posted it after the fact.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I get it. I didn't get the full conversation. Copy somebody else's ticket. Wow. Hey, what do you guys think about Chris and his hosting job on the drive-thru? So what's the deal on that, Chris? You going to be hosting all the time, or are you going to be just a couple days a week, or?
I don't know. Tony told me to just show up for the rest of the week, and even if it's just a couple days a week, I'm still on tonight. So
Joe G said he's back tonight, so I don't know. The drive-thru.
I don't know. I kind of think Chris does a good job.
Chris
I think
is
he
awesome.
does a good job too.
I like Chris.
Yeah.
thank you.
Chris is all blushing.
No, I'm just saying thank you. It's
we didn't like it that much. I mean, we said it was good. It's not like we liked it that much. It's like you can stop touching yourself now.
I got my hands so you can see it.
All right, got the Dodgers and the Braves. Brian, what do you think of this gem? These series stink, man. You think like the basketball ratings were bad, man? Wait till you hear about the baseball ratings are gonna be. These are real bad.
I'd be interested to see what the ratings are for the baseball, but I don't know how you could bet the Dodgers. What you've seen in Julio Urias, I don't know how you can lay all that juice with him. Kyle Wright was 6 scoreless innings last time out. You got to take the Braves here. I mean, I'm not betting the farm on it, but I like the Braves. I like the over. That's what I like in that baseball game.
Is Joe Buck calling any of these games?
I haven't watched anything, to be honest with you.
I watch it. I don't listen to it.
Yeah, I've had it on mute.
I have it on mute too.
It's a precautionary measure. I don't want Joe Buck in any of my
Can't
rooms
do
in
it,
my
man.
house.
I can't do Joe Buck.
It's on mute. I can just watch.
How about like Joe Buck and Troy Aikman in the booth? Aikman's actually not bad, you know.
Not bad.
Buck's horrible.
Oh.
Who are the two worst, and we could put them together? Just
Oh.
Joe Buck and who?
Well, McCarver, right? Tim McCarver and Joe Buck.
I guess,
They actually did put them together for a while. That's what made me swear off announcing, which when I was a kid was my dream job. You know, I heard an interview with Jerry Seinfeld with Howard Stern. He said you should always have a picture of your idols when you do live video in the background. So that's why I have my guys. I have Howard Cosell and I have Muhammad Ali.
Well, see, that's why I had the Mitch Wilson picture back there.
No, that's why you have Vito in the back. But
Oh,
that's
sorry.
I thought it was your Vito picture. And your Michael Vick signed football. Now I have mine, you know, I got Howard Cosell, I've got Muhammad Ali and Ric Flair all in one happy place here.
That's quite the mix.
Hey. You know. Get a lot of comments on the Rick. I get more comments on Ric Flair than anything else on this entire set.
I just caught a ooh in the YouTube comment.
See? Most people believe it. Brian's got the Pete Rose book up. It shows that he has a book. He owns a book.
You know what I like to do with the games on mute? I like to listen to audiobooks or something.
I'm glad it was something. Because there's a lot of places that we could have gone there. A lot of places.
I like to multitask.
Yeah, what I generally do, and this is what I do, is I would do the Nordic track. I work out while I'm doing it. I'll listen to Sirius satellite while I'm doing it.
See, I can picture you with those 3-pound barbells.
No, I do Nordic track. It's a ski machine. It's like a Nordic.
Yeah,
it's
so
like
you have the poles with you.
No,
I
it's
think
not a
that's
poles.
what
It's like these ropes, man. It's like it's
Oh,
very.
so you pull out. Oh, yeah.
It's not easy.
No.
Not easy. I do it for.
I think when that other show's on, you should just do your workout and televise that. You know, I think it would get higher ratings.
I was gonna either do popcorn, peanuts, or oatmeal for that one. Maybe we could do like popcorn one day.
Workout. Mitch's workout.
Oatmeal.
Or something like
No,
that.
just sit there. Just sit there like this. I could pet Sam.
Well, it's not hard to beat 5 viewers, but
Oh. Saw a solid half dozen one time. So what do you think here, Chris? Urias and Kyle Wright.
Yeah, I'm as much as I like think that the Dodgers are going to bounce back here. I'm not going with Julio Urias. I've seen him get beat up more often than not when I was watching Dodger games this year. And Kyle Wright, he's had a good solid start. I think he regresses a little bit here. I think the bats come alive again for another one. So give me the over.
How about that 9.5 total? Man, that's. I mean, the first game was like nothing, right? And then last night, 15 runs, right? 16.
I think you see
15 runs.
15 again. I think you see 15 again.
8-7. I don't think you see 15, but I still think we see a lot. So for me, take the over. These top two teams in baseball this year in scoring have come to life. Take the over.
All right. Got Zach Greinke and Tyler Glass now going at it. And I'm going to guess that this is the lower rated series. Tyler Glass now and Zach Greinke. The Rays and the Astros. There is no tomorrow for the Astros. It's all hands on deck. Greinke is one of those guys that, I mean, he could throw a no-hitter on any given day, or he could get lit up for 8 runs in the first inning. You just never know. It seems that at this point in his career, just not the likelihood of that no-hitter seems further and further away. You know, it just, we haven't seen that kind of effort from him. But if you're going to get Greinke, the book is, he is one of those pitchers. He's probably borderline Hall of Famer, right? So he's, the book is on this type of pitcher, like a Greinke, is if you're going to get him, you got to get him early. You got to get him early because once he gets rolling, he's nearly impossible to hit. He can also, the thing about a Greinke as opposed to some of these other guys, and the guy he's facing here in Glass now tonight, he can go the whole game if he needs to. If they need him to go, if he's rolling and they need him to go the whole game, he can go the whole game. How about the Astros pitcher that can't even get? Not only can he not get the ball over the plate, he can't even get it to not hit the other player. I mean, was that an ejection finally after he hit the second guy? Is that what happened there, or did they yank him from the game? I think, isn't it if you hit two guys in a row, it's an ejection?
I think he got ejected for hitting both guys, but
I don't know.
I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to.
Boy, but that inning, and then that blooper, right, that dropped in, just these are the things that happen, and they say, bad things happen to bad people, and, well, the Astros, it's like karma. Brian, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know how you can back the Astros after what we've seen in the first three games. The juice number is pretty moderate here with the Rays. Zach Greinke went 4 innings, scoreless last time. I don't see him getting out of the fifth. I mean, he walked 3, struck out 1. I don't think the powers. Greinke doesn't look like the old Greinke. He looks like he's aged. So, to me, he got to go Rays here or nothing.
The weird thing is that he has actually aged, too. He has actually aged. He's definitely older than he was last year and older than he was the year before that. And older than the pitcher that he was when he was in Kansas City, which makes him aged.
Some guys don't play to their age, though. Some guys have like a extra spark. They play younger. I don't know.
Like who? Like you?
Verlander. Verlander was a guy that always played younger than what he seemed like he got more dominant as he got older.
So did you guys? Was your softball season canceled this year? Is that what happened?
I retired from softball.
You retired?
Because at the time, first of all, the games are all during the times I'd be here doing the show with you guys.
Really? Daytime games during the week?
No, but on the weekends they do 9, 10, and 10 to 11.
Oh, we could sub you out. I could find some subs for you.
No, I'm done with. I'm too old to be running around the bases. I'm 44, so I gave it up. I had my fun.
All right. Brian's a quitter. Chris?
At some age, you got to hang it up.
I'm picking on Brian. It's not funny anymore.
Are you asking if I've retired? Oh, man. Jeez. What's I doing? Yeah, I like the over here as well. I think the Rays do get to Greinke. I think Houston chips away as the game goes on. Ultimately, I see this one being a 5-4 game, regardless which way it goes. So, I'll take the over here as well.
Some Chris Collinsworth on the suck meter here for announcing. I think Collinsworth's squarely in the suck meter range as an announcer. I think he's just like, I mean, does this guy overanalyze players? And then he overanalyzes to the point where it's like, well, almost talks about like that they're still. Like, they're good when they're not, right? It's like, because he's into that whole pro football focus thing, right? More than he is into providing a quality product. I can't listen to that crap anyway. Is Al Michael still with him in the booth?
Yeah.
It's Michael's pulling down for that gig because he doesn't do anything else, right? That's all he does is 1 game a week. It's Al Michael's pulling down.
I miss John Madden.
Yeah. I like that guy.
Al Michaels
look at the fat guy running down the field, bumbling.
But the thing that most people don't know is that Madden was a great coach.
Oh yeah, he was a great coach before he started announcing.
I had an autograph picture of him on a bus. He rode some kind of a bus around the country doing games, but I don't know where the hell I put it.
That's the best part. You get the fat guy running down the field, and when the fat guy scores, you get the fat guy dance. Woo! It's like. And this one here, I don't think Houston's going to be doing any dancing. Take the Rays. Give me the Rays. The series is done.
Yep.
I'm going to take the Astros. Going with the Astros in this one. I don't know.
I think they've given up. I think they're done.
Okay. Anything else?
I got a couple. Yeah, I think Rod's got a birdcage. I got a birdcage around Robin.
Really, with these with 3 games?
I went to soccer.
Well, I did yesterday. And if you followed, we were a winner. We may have pushed on the one, but it went down to a 2-teamer. Cash, you're up.
Yeah, Rod kicked butt yesterday.
All right, let's hear it. Chris?
Let's see if Rod can go ahead.
Okay, I'll go first if you want. For me, I'm going to go Rays, money line, Braves, over 9.5, and under the 59.5 in the Coastal Carolina game.
And for mine, I'm just going to stick straightly to soccer. It's just the last hit of the UEFA Nations League. So for the round robin, all these games to draw. Netherlands, Italy, Denmark, England, France, Croatia, Austria, Romania, and Israel and Slovakia, all the draw. And my birdcage, Wales on the money line, Belgium -1.5, and Norway -1.5. I love those today. Love those.
Well, here's an announcement here. I've watched Mitch daily for the past 7 to 8 years. I can honestly say Chris has truly matured as a sports betting analyst since his first show. We lost it. Remembered it clearly. He was nervous as hell. Mitch was harder on him than Brian by far. It's all part of the process. Trust must be earned. There you go.
Well, I remember his first broadcast. He had the computer right in front of him. He was sitting on a chair, I believe.
Yeah.
For like a recliner, something like that.
Brian remembers that very well. I went 0-4. I think I went 0-9 in my first two days worth of picks.
Mitch, can you please start being professional to Brian? That doesn't sound good. Brian, you looking for a pro? Brian.
No, but
would you like me to be your professional?
Race on the beach, have one of those races we were talking about, and I think that'd be fun. I'll leave you in the dust.
Oh man! Please stop picking up Brian.
I'm looking forward to a big college football weekend. We got a lot of good games, a lot of money to be made. So don't miss it.
We got an idiot in the comments. What else is new?
Wouldn't be a normal day without at least one.
Yep. I think if you're going to have an opinion and you're going to say something and all that other stuff, own it, Come in the Facebook group. Own it, Own it. Just like I do, Just like we do. So anyways, like I said, everyone's always free to express their opinion. We prefer it in the Facebook group, so this way you can own it. Not just, be some fake name, fake person. Talk about how great you are, how easy it is. And then you never see you again. You just change your name. I could do that too. What should my fake name be?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'll have to think of it.
Al Wilson.
How about Witch Milson? Again, I would recognize me. Diabolical. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. It was fun. We didn't have a lot of sports to talk about, but we will coming up. Any games any game you got circled on the calendar for this weekend that's not a premium, Brian?
Nothing's not a premium. Well, nothing's a premium yet, but I really am taking a hard look at Miami and Pitt. Really love that game early, and Georgia and Alabama, both to watch and to bet on. I think there's going to be a good opportunity there.
We got the fake name for me. I like this one. I might have to go with this one. Yep. I love it. Johnny Picks. Johnny Picks.
Johnny Picks.
Johnny Picks. I'll wear my glasses.
I'm with
my
Brian.
glasses. People will recognize me. There you go. Now no one will recognize you.
Where's the
Wow, that's
sunglasses?
what you guys look like. Oh my god. Whoa. All right. Thanks everyone for joining us. It was fun. We didn't have a lot of sports to talk about, but at least we had fun with our time. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow, and of course, we'll try and act more professional tomorrow. Have a great day.